OK, yes, so heat is going to be in abundance this week. Temperatures are going to be peaking, I think, to Wednesday and Thursday. Now, we're looking at the low 30s as we head into tomorrow. 32 Celsius or so. We've already seen 30 Celsius during the yesterday period. The September record is 35.6 Celsius, so I don't think we're going to beat that. But what could be pretty spectacular about this week's heat is that we could see 30 degrees consecutive day after day, which could be a record. So we'll have to see by this weekend if temperatures will break that record. So another dry day once we lose the early morning mist and fog across more central, northern and eastern areas. Widespread sunshine once again, feeling humid. So although these temperatures will show mid to high 20s, it'll feel even hotter than this. Again, we could be looking at 30 or more than that across the southeast. So consecutive days of 30 degrees. This is what could be record-breaking for this week. It stays hot and sunny through the weekend for England and Wales. Start to see things cooling a little bit across Scotland and Northern Ireland. Perhaps some thundery showers moving in. It isn't until we get into next week and about Tuesday or Wednesday that we start to see temperatures begin to fall closer to the seasonal norm across England and Wales, with increasing chance of showers, some of which will be thundery. So a hot week to come for most of us, certainly for England and Wales. Jane.
Hello there, good afternoon. Well, the heat is just set to continue as we head through the rest of this week. There'll be a lot more blue sky and sunshine around, some rather muggy nights developing too. So plenty of blue sky today, a bit of a misty start for some, but here's all of that sunshine is captured by our weather watchers from across the capital. In Greenwich and Victoria Park, just a bit of high wispy cloud here, and in Knightsbridge, and temperatures are likely to peak again at around 29 or even 30 degrees Celsius.
He's taking her job.
You are a marvellous statistician. I mean, hearing you in my ear, I'm never going to watch it again. Sorry, that's a bit gross, isn't it? But thank you so much for that beautiful mix in. Now, you might be wondering what on earth I'm doing inside. Well, take a look at that colour, but also take a look at this colour. Isn't it absolutely stunning? I'm at RHS Wisley for the flower show. They are famous for their dahlias, and take a look at this guy here. I mean, I think pretty much it is bigger than my head. I know, absolutely massive. I do struggle a little bit with hats. Now let's take you back outside because there's loads more out here and the weather is glorious. We got up to more than 30 degrees today, and as I said earlier, we could get the hottest day of the year this week, likely to be either Wednesday or Thursday, which would mean we have the hottest day of the year, not in summer, but in September, in autumn. Now these gorgeous cactuses, they are obviously clearly enjoying it. They won Best in Show, but what about the slightly more tender plants? Let's bring you up to here. Now this garden, not that one, although that is very beautiful, but this one here won the curator's choice. Isn't it stunning? Phil, you give them a little tour and I will speak to the curator here, Matt Pottage, who chose it. Matt, why did you choose this garden? Lovely to see you.
Well, look at it. It feels like it's the essence of the Wisley Flower Show. You've got diversity, interesting plants, colour. There's passion fruits. There's even a grapevine here, mandavillas. So much to see, and you can buy it all and you can get loads of expert advice as well.
It is gorgeous. I'm very tempted to eat these beautiful little grapes here. They look like they're nearly there.
I know.
How do the flowers and the plants react to this late summer heat, autumn heat?
I know. Well, heat lovers like these, like grapevines, like salvias, campsis, they're all kind of having a bit of a second flush. They love the heat. They want this.
They're having a party.
It ripens wood. It's brilliant, yeah. Things like magnolias, it will help their bud set for next year.
Great.
So, but if things are running out of steam and already looking a bit tired, it will just kind of start to put them into dormancy, basically.
And how is it looking for autumn colour? Give us some good news.
This is good. This is good. This starts to build the sugars in the leaves, things like liquid ambers, nissas, aces. They want a bit of heat. So, yeah, this is a good early indication.
So hopefully we're going to have the most fabulous autumn after our average summer. In the end, actually, a good June, a bad July, an average August meant that we actually had an average summer, even though it didn't really feel like it. But thank goodness for now. Here's the forecast. Hello again, a very good evening to you. We had the call for warm weather and we were duly answered. We've got hot and sunny weather all week. Going to be a bit misty and foggy overnight, but we've got warm nights too, and it's actually going to get a little bit more humid over the next couple of days. What's going on? Well, we've got this high pressure stuck over us in this blocking pattern. Now the high pressure keeps us nice and settled, but we've also got this warm air coming up from the south, and it looks like these temperatures are going to stay with us all week, probably not starting to fall until we go into next week.
Before we go to the weather, some dramatic scenes in central Greece where there has been torrential rain The area has been hit by landslides and flash floods. Local media has reported that one person was swept away by a flooded stream in the province of Volos. We'll have more on that story on the BBC News at 10. But let's get the weather here now with Chris Fawkes. And heat warnings have been issued here. How unusual is that in September?
Well, Sophie, yes, we'll take a look at that. We've seen, of course, lots of sunshine today across the board, very high temperatures for the time of year. But yes, how unusual is it to see temperatures into the 30s? Well, today we've got 30.7 degrees Celsius in West Sussex. We have seen temperatures reach the 30s over recent Septembers back in 2021 and 2020. Now, looking at the forecast over the next few days, we've got a lot more of this September heatwave to come. It's actually going to be a very long heatwave for a September, with probably a breakdown coming probably through the weekend or into the early part of next week. Now, so far this year, the highest temperature we've recorded is 32.2 degrees Celsius. That was on the 25th of June. We're going to get close to that tomorrow. And if we beat that figure, well, that becomes very unusual. If we look at the last 70 years, there have only been 2 occasions that the highest temperature of the year have been recorded in a September. Once in 2016 and way back in 1954 as well. So we'll be keeping a close eye on tomorrow's temperature.
September sunshine. Hi.
Hello, Riz. Yes, it's been a very sunny day today. Lots of September sunshine and the temperature warm as well. Now, there has been, you probably noticed by my hair, a bit more of a breeze today. But despite that, temperatures still reached 30.6 Celsius. That was reached at Northolt earlier on today. Now, you may have noticed there's a little bit of haze to the sky this evening. There is some Saharan dust particles in the atmosphere, so making for some very colourful sunsets and sunrises. So watch out for that tonight and tomorrow morning. With temperatures overnight not dropping much in central London, at least below 18, 19 Celsius. So again, very uncomfortable. But you can see we're hanging on to this high pressure. We are going to hang on to the sunshine. These warm, sunny conditions continue as we head further through this week, not only through Thursday, through Friday, but through the weekend as well. So the potential is there for that 5 consecutive days of temperatures over 30 being broken. Back to you, Riz.
Hello, there was another hot day today, particularly across central and southern parts of the UK. It looks like temperatures will build further over the next few days. I think the peak of the heat Wednesday and Thursday, and we'll also see the humidity increasing as well, and that's going to make it feel a bit more uncomfortable both day and night.
Hello, a very good evening to you. As we head through the rest of this week, we are going to keep high pressure very much in control, and also this feed of very warm, if not hot air, coming up from the near continent. So whilst we're in this kind of situation, temperatures are going to be several degrees above average for the time of year. In fact, we could see our hottest day of the year so far. Let's take a quick look at what we're expecting as we head through the rest of this week, creeping into the weekend. And you can really see from tomorrow onwards, the temperatures could be around 32, if not a little bit hotter. Of course, we'll keep you updated on all of this as we head through.